Hi, I'm Max.
And I'm Skylar.
During quarantine, we decided to start watching Bob's Burgers to see what it was all about.
It didn't take long for us to become completely obsessed with the show.
But one of the things we love the most are the brilliant end credit sequences.
Which is why we created this podcast.
Each week, we're going episode by episode to talk about the elaborate end credits.
We're excited to have you join us on the very first Credit Score spinoff, Bob's Credits.
We'll make sure the Bob's Burgers end credits get the credit they're due. It's time to start with the chipperoo. It's time to start with the
YMCA.
Ooh, she got it. As soon as I did the hand motions.
I got it in my head a little bit before that, but then I got off track, and then it came back, and then you were doing the arm signal, so.
I don't know why I did that.
You know why you did it?
Yeah, I always feel for people who are like, oh, I want to check out this podcast and listen to like this for the first time. They're like, what the hell was that?
Yeah, every time.
Episode 3 is where Chip Chipperoo came to life. If you want to find out why the hell I keep saying it, why I'm singing it to YMCA, why I'm giving it life.
And breath. And too much time on this podcast.
Right. Oh, she's giving me the eyes.
Are you doing YMCA because, like a cruise ship, it is intolerable?
I don't know how you arrived at that, but that was interesting. We don't like the YMCA and we don't like cruise ships, is what you're saying.
Well, I mean, I think my general thought was my sense of being on a cruise ship is that YMCA would definitely be played there at least once on your stay.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Probably multiple times.
So I'm genuinely asking, is that why you went with that one?
No, it was just what was in my head at the time.
Oh, see, I thought you were going to tie them into the theme of each episode.
I can't always do that. I don't know.
We're tired.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are tired.
Is anyone else tired out there?
I'm looking at our gorgeous Christmas tree right now.
Yeah, this is going to post probably in like January or February.
I know. But I just have to acknowledge my holiday slumps.
Yeah. We're tired. We're very tired. There's a lot going on. The world is still a mess.
Yeah. We're in Los Angeles. We're about to go back to stay-at-home orders tomorrow, most likely. So what better time to talk about Bob's?
Yeah, let's get a little...
Some warm fuzzies.
Biscuit's tired. Biscuit's passed out on his bed here, too. Everyone's just tired. But we need this, I think.
We need it.
I think
we need Bob's.
Everyone listening needs some of this, too.
Yep.
So we're moving on to the next episode of Season 3.
Yep.
But before we do that, we have to play Bob Pun or Max Pun.
Okay.
Are you ready for your first pun?
I'm a little rusty, but let's go.
You've been nailing it.
Thank you.
You've been nailing it. Your first pun is, the mama said there'd be glaze like this burger.
You.
No.
Really?
That's Bob.
Oh, I love it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Your next pun is... the Unbreakable Kimchi Schmidt Burger. That's hard to say.
Oh, that's
the Unbreakable
so good.
Kimchi Schmidt Burger.
Oh, this is really tough. I'm going to say you.
No.
Oh.
That is Bob. I think it was a recent one, too, from this new season, season 11.
That's really smart.
Yeah, I think it was a couple episodes ago. Your next pun is Hit Me Baby One More Time Burger, spelled T-H-Y-M-E.
Of course. I feel like I would have noticed this, and I don't know why they haven't done this yet, but my gut is telling me to go with Max.
It is Max.
Somebody call up the writer's room.
I'm sure that's on there somewhere.
Are you
at
sure?
Some point. I don't know. It's such an obvious one to me.
It's so good.
Excuse me. Sneeze off the mic. Woke Biscuit up. Okay, your last pun is... the Pork and Mindy Burger.
I'm going to go you.
Yes.
That's a good one, too.
Okay. I think you were 2 and 2.
Great. 50%.
Yep.
Failing the class.
Right. That's
I never
fine.
understood that on did you ever get quizzes that were 4 questions? And so if you get one wrong, it's like a C.
That's 4 questions.
I hate grading in school. I think it's so stupid.
School is stupid as it. Drop out, kids. If you're listening to this, hey, kids, if you're listening with your parents, tell them school is stupid and it's pointless and they should take you out and take you to Disneyland or something instead. Well, not now.
If you don't know, we're obsessed with Disneyland and we can't go this year.
Oh, yeah. We've been bumming a bit.
Are we ready?
We're ready.
Okay.
Can we have the title and synopsis of episode 4 from season 3, Skylar?
Yes. All right. The title is Mutiny on the Windbreaker. When a cruise ship, the Windbreaker, docks at the wharf, the captain asks Bob to come aboard as the guest chef. When the ship takes to the sea, kidnapping Bob and the family, Bob must find a way to escape. Meanwhile, Louise hits the nail salon for some claws, and Jean falls in love with a manatee puppet. Tina's storyline, Tina and Linda both have their own storylines, which are a little bit smaller. Linda's gets really sunburned.
Yeah, she does the tanning salon.
She has the tanning salon. And
I have I got a fun fact for you about the tanning salon. The tanning salon in the episode is called the Titanic.
Cute. Fantastic. And then Tina is trying to get a massage from the cute masseuse. And it's actually probably my favorite runner, even though it's the smallest one of the episode.
Yeah, I like her hair.
I know.
This episode came out on November 11th, 2012, was written by Kit Boss and directed by John Rice.
Now, how's your feeling about the entire episode as a whole?
You know what? I didn't like it the first time we watched it. You and I, typically when they go away from the restaurant for too long, we don't like those episodes as much.
Unless they're at school.
Yeah. But I think we've watched it twice since our first year, so like 3 times total.
Yeah.
And it's gotten better each one for me. Like I like it so much more now. It's so much funnier. I don't know why I didn't like it that much the first time around.
Well, I should apologize because I was kind of hating on this episode for a while. And then we watched it and I realized that we had watched it 2 times and I had fallen asleep in the middle of it each time. So I had a whole half episode that I just totally missed.
Skylar we keep going back through viewing these episodes that we've seen before, and Skylar's like, I've never seen this part. And it's like the second half. Before. I have? Okay.
Yeah. I called it my second drink, like Pam's.
Yeah.
Second drink at Chili's.
Yeah, Skylar thinks Bob's Burgers episodes are only 7 minutes long.
Max, you made the same joke the first
well, I'm just going to delete this again. Okay. Did you make second drink? Was that on there? Okay. Let's move on. Okay, so a few facts before we get into the end credits from this episode. So there's a French chef on board that Bob is working with.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
He sweats into the soup.
Yeah, his name's Duval. He is voiced by David Herman, who is Mr. Frond.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's fun.
And then guest voice in this episode, the captain of the ship, Captain Flarty is his name, was Jeffrey Tambor from Arrested Development, Transparent, Allegations, recently not so great, but
yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
If that voice is recognizable to you.
It wasn't. That's interesting.
Yeah. And also in this episode, we have more of Linda's disappearing, reappearing apron. Remember how we had that issue? So I was curious why that was the issue, because we thought they'd kind of like corrected that with the new animation.
You assumed that.
Yeah, the new program they were using for animation. This episode was supposed to be in season 2. So I think it was with that old animation program.
Okay,
before
so you're convinced
over.
The continuity errors are because of the animation
I think it has
program.
to do with like trying to like input like characters and
the
already
work.
Drawn out stuff. I don't know how it works, but that's what it seems like to me.
Oh, that's super interesting. This is supposed to be season 2. Huh.
Which maybe that's why we didn't like it as much originally, because season 3 is so strong and this one seems like it, I don't know.
I did laugh a lot more when I finally got through it. Like when Louise's claws, when they're going to bed at night and her claws are sticking out through the blanket. That made me laugh so much. But I don't think it's one of my favorite episodes.
No, it's not. But
definitely
it's
not.
Definitely much better than I gave it credit for initially. And just one more thing is obviously the title of the episode, Mutiny on the Windbreaker. First of all, Windbreaker is a fart joke, but also works for a ship. And that's just a play on Mutiny on the Bounty, which was an actual event, and also a like famous Clark Gable movie
Really?
based on that event.
I didn't know that.
It has to do with like a captain's crew seized the ship from the captain and took over this. I guess that's what a mutiny is. So there you go, a little history lesson for you children on Bob's credits.
And vocabulary
See,
lesson.
your kids don't need school. They just need to listen to Bob's credits. Let them
out.
drop out.
Yep.
We'll tell you everything you need to know. Should we get into these credits?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, there is a very subtle moment in these credits. And I think it would be more satisfying if we played a scene from the episode to prime people.
You got it.
So to set up the scene, as I said, Bob has to figure out how to escape from this ship that is now in the middle of the ocean. And so he finally sees like a little boat alongside them, and this is his chance to get his attention. So he's out there with a torch trying to flag his... Why is it so hard to like put sentences together? Do you know?
I don't know. Stay in school, kids.
Okay, he's trying to get this boat's attention.
And the captain wants to stop him.
Yes. I was going to let that be a reveal.
Oh, sorry.
But
the captain... disregard what I said.
Everyone has already seen this episode.
I know. Hopefully.
Yes! Help! SOS! We've been kidnapped!
Sorry, please repeat.
We've been kidnapped!
Is everything okay, or is there a problem?
That captain is crazy! Help us!
All I hear is a funky bass line.
I know! Stop turning the music on!
Ha ha, very funny. Screw you.
What's the matter, Bob? You don't like high-energy dance music?
That funky bass line, classic cruise ship music.
But besides YMCA.
I think YMCA
What if he
is
played
more
YMCA?
Classic. That would have been funny.
No, I like
and
that.
Expensive.
Yeah, this was probably a lot less expensive than YMCA. Okay, so that takes us to these end credits. That was a bit of a teaser. I'll play the last few minutes of the episode where they have now arrived back at Bob's Burgers, which they weren't intending to leave for as many days.
The one reason Bob didn't want to take this gig, especially the longer version of this gig, is because he had a meat order that was going to be delivered.
Yeah.
And Bob, like, part of his restaurant is, it's like high quality, expensive meat, you know?
I think so, right? Is that what it says?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, he gives that speech to Louise. He's like, don't skimp on quality.
Mm-hmm.
And then that guy sells him like horse meat.
Yeah, that's an episode coming up.
Anyway, so he doesn't want to miss this expensive meat shipment.
And then they get to the restaurant and there's meat everywhere on the sidewalk, on the windows.
Dogs have been tearing it up.
Seagulls all over it.
Look, Marilyn, it's a meat farm. It's beautiful.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I'm going to bed. I'm not dealing with this right now. Or maybe ever.
Well, I've never felt more rested.
There's a little raccoon down there. I don't think it's Little King Trash Mouth, but there's one of the raccoons that Linda
cousin.
loves. Yeah.
Like a protein sunset.
It's nice.
Okay, so we've got the generic sequence going on. So there's the funky bass line going on, and the generic sequence with... We don't have Louise there. It's just Bob and Tina preparing the burgers.
And then we see a little something in the window.
The service window.
But I don't know what that is. I've forgotten.
It's a little elbow coming
little
because
Let's
we're going to see who's popping in here. So Captain Flarty, the captain of the ship, comes in dancing in the window to his music. Followed by Gene, who marches in with his keyboard in hand. He's not wearing his burger costume.
The keyboard threw me a little bit.
Yeah? Why?
Well,
If anyone's going to join in on a funky bass line, it's Gene.
That's what I eventually landed on, but it wasn't present in the episode at all, and in fact he like left it at home, so it was just threw me off a little.
But he's coming in to join in now, and that's all that matters.
But he doesn't play it.
He doesn't?
No.
I think he does. Let's see.
He definitely plays it.
He's playing it. And then Louise kind of tap dances in with her claws on her feet.
Hold on. Gene throws his keyboard up in the air and
Yeah.
catches it and plays like 2 notes and then puts it above his head and is like jamming out,
Right.
dancing. And then we have a side
Tap dance that
Couple
Louise did in the
tap
episode,
dancing.
right?
My favorite part of the episode is her tap dancing with her claws, but it's not actually the tap dancing. It's her going clackety clack
Yeah.
clack.
Can we find a clip of that?
Yeah.
Let me see where that was.
Louise, come here. Over here.
Oh, hey, Dad.
Flaherty is absolutely insane. He locked me in his walk-in overnight. He's gonna serve rotten oysters. We've got to stop him.
Oh, Dad, watch this. Clackety, 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 clack, 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 clack. Ah!
Okay, now we got to go where she's running where she's distracting them, and then while she's running, she says clackety clack.
If this
I got you wrecked!
My Kiki! Get her!
that's so good.
She's just whenever she's like clackety 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 clack. I'm surprised they didn't put clackety clack in these.
Well, that
in
was
these end
going to be my
credits here.
one note because that's my favorite part of the episode.
Yeah, get a little clacketies in
Yeah.
there.
So she comes in sideways doing her tap dance.
Yeah, right here we could use some clackety clacks. Why not?
Tap dancing, twirling, goes down into the splits, back up for more tap dancing.
And then Linda appears behind Captain Flaherty.
Oh, I didn't see that.
She in the background she goes by and she's beet red.
Oh,
in
she
her-
is?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. And those are the end of the
The credits.
credits to Mutiny on the Windbreaker.
Love it. They
Yeah.
just shoved it all in there.
As much as they possibly could.
Yeah, except for
Tiona's nothing with Tina.
Tina
She could have had
massage
a
hair.
Yeah. And
that
Bob.
was besides the clackety clacks,
Mhm.
Tina's massage hair. She says something like really subtle. She's like, "Oh, hi, Jean," and her hair is just like massage oil and like messed up from this head massage she's been getting.
One thing I hate about massages is my hair afterwards.
I know. I know.
That oil gets in there.
You're
and
like
it's just
so relaxed, but then you feel so greasy because now you have to wash your
out.
hair.
Yeah, you walk out of wherever you get a massage and you look like,
But you're also like disoriented because you're so relaxed.
yeah. But you look like a maniac. You look like you've been
Yeah.
living on the street for a week.
What I would give to feel and look like a maniac after a massage right now.
Yeah, I know.
I miss it.
Just don't wash your hair for a couple of days.
Yeah.
All right. Anything you already said that you would add some clackety clacks in there, but is there anything you absolutely loved, didn't like?
I don't know if I'm just in a bad mood. The music just really annoys me.
It's supposed to be annoying.
I know
so.
it's supposed to be annoying, but you know, like last week we did Moody Foodie. Did we do that? Or whenever we did Moody Foodie?
Moody Food was a while ago.
It's such like a good song.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't help but like, it makes you happy. This just like annoys me. It's like, spoiler alert, close your ears if you haven't seen, if you're not caught up on Bob's Burgers current season.
Close your ears.
Did I say close your ears?
Stay in school, kids.
Kids. Close your ears, that's a perfectly fine thing to say.
How do you close your ears?
You just put your hands over
You
them.
cover your ears.
Okay, cover your ears. Oh, I guess it is like close your eyes. But the last episode.
What if we could close our ears? Like, what if we could
Like
like
the
flap
flap?
them? Yeah, like
that
they
would
just,
be great, like
snap shut.
monster special effect.
like a ear that snaps shut.
Yeah.
Like you're a human, but your ears can like snap
Yeah,
shut.
because the creepiest monsters have very human features, but just with like a tweak. Like Voldemort is so human, but just those 2 nose slits make him so crazy. So if they just had like, anyway. So the last episode we watched of the current season of Bob's, they were at the airport. And I just didn't really enjoy it because I hate being at the airport and it stresses me out. And that's how I feel about the cruise ship and this music.
Skylar and I have no desire to ever go on a cruise ship.
I've been on one cruise.
I did. I went on a couple when I was a kid. And as a kid, they were great. Like,
Yeah.
as a kid, you don't care. But as an adult who likes,
First of all,
who
you have to
appreciates
sit
like
at a table with
cleanliness
strangers.
and not being like crammed in small spaces with people and being stuck with people. And it just, nothing about it sounds good to me.
As a kid, though, I mean, the towel animals.
They were towel animals?
Oh, yeah. They like put your towels in the shape of animals on your bed.
Oh, that's nice. What kind of animals?
Like a monkey.
Like a manatee puppet?
It's
Ah, sugar.
my
What is
first
that?
love.
I can't do it.
Max may seem like an extrovert, but
No.
just from the context of this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
But if I told him we had to eat dinner at a table with other people who he doesn't know, I mean, he would fake his own death.
If we've had that happen at like weddings and stuff.
We
and
have.
if it wasn't for you,
Yeah.
the people next to us would not get talked to. I would look down.
He would just stare straight
I
forward.
would look down and eat my bread, my roll, and make it last forever so that I had something to do.
You're like constantly chewing for 2 hours. You're like,
Sorry, I can't answer. Yeah.
So my only thing is like, I want to actually hear the clackety clacks too and have her say clackety clack.
Yeah. So you want to hear the claws plus her
Yep.
doing it because it's so funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. So
Okay.
should we score them?
Yeah.
We
Well, I
score-
want to hear your high and low points. Go for it.
I love Gene coming in with his keyboard. Anytime I can get some Gene dancing action, I'm all for
Amen.
it. Yeah, I don't like they're fun. There's enough references to the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Something's just not
Clicking for
all
you?
there. Yeah, it's not
Clickety-click, clicking?
clickety clacking for me. It's just not clickety clacking. So, which brings us to scoring. We score on a scale of 1 to 10 H's at the end of Tina's Us. I am going to give this a 6.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. First of all, I don't like the captain that much.
I don't like him at all.
I love the clickety clacking, but I think they missed out on an opportunity there.
You know how when they really par it back and you're like so satisfied with it? I could have just had, and next week we'll have an instance of that. I could have just had clickety clacking, a whole vaudeville tap dance
What about
show.
no music
Yeah.
and just the clickety clack?
Yeah, and she's like being really annoying because Bob's trying to cook and she's just like clackety clack clack.
Louise.
Louise. Yeah.
Stop.
I'm sorry. I feel like I need a nap and lunch
Okay.
and
We'll get you those things. Can we finish the podcast before you start doing all those things?
and
This
water.
episode?
So with
Now
that
would be a good time
truth,
to kind of sign off here.
no, I'm just telling you. With that being my truth,
Oh, this
I'm
is
gonna
why
give
the
it.
rating is going to be low.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a 5.
Oh, wow.
Now,
Cranky
if I had
Skylar.
been fed and watered, I think I would give it a 6.
For those of you new here, I do not allow Skylar to eat or drink until we've recorded an episode. Her reward for recording episodes with me are food and water.
To be fair, we always say we're going to do this before lunch, and then
We start
do
recording
it
like
right
right
when we
before
should
lunch
be
and we're
eating.
starving
Yeah.
by the time we're done. Yeah. So let's finish up here. Thank you everyone for listening. Please follow us on social media. We're Bob's Credits all across the board. Support us on Patreon if you care to. It helps us out. We're patreon.com/Bob's Credits. But other than that, is there anything else we have to address, say? Skylar, do you want to say anything in particular here? Do you anything?
Just stay saucy.
Oh, not even a cranky stay saucy.
Nope.
How would you say it if you were like really upset and like you're like, Max, let's just end this thing?
Well, more interestingly, you know my cranky, hangry persona
Oh, I do.
probably better. So how would I say it?
You wouldn't.
I would just look at you.
Yeah. Okay, that was a silent stay saucy.